Hi, Finn. Hi. Hi, buddy. Oh.
What is up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the vlog channel. I'm super excited to be back and getting to be more vulnerable with you guys and not making this about trendy things that are happening on the internet all the time and worrying about how I look or what I say or all the things. Charlie's gonna come in and hang out with us. She's gotten so much bigger, if you can tell. She got a haircut at the beginning of the summer and she's just starting to kind of fill out again. And I think she's beautiful. She is a Bernedoodle, which is a Bernese Mountain Dog Poodle mix. So she's gonna be a little bit bigger after she hits about 1.5 years. She'll be her full size, which will probably be about 85 pounds. But she's very gentle. Hi. Today we're going to a Florida Georgia Line concert, or tonight. That was one of Seth's birthday presents that was just gonna have to be delayed. And so we're gonna have a really fun day. I have a Spanish class, which is kind of boring, but I have to take it to get my degree. And I also have a vocal lesson that I'm teaching tonight. So we'll pop in here and there to inform you of everything, but have a good day. This is a brand new day. No, just say, I'm not superstitious, I'm just a little stitious. I got him a Dundee for our anniversary. Hottest in the office. You're the only one in the office. Does that make you feel a little less than?
No.
You're still the hottest in the office. Well, while we're up here, I'll give a tour. This is my studio. The basic setup, but it's really nice, especially whenever I'm teaching piano, to have 2 pianos and a whiteboard, which I feel like a teacher, and I really want to play hangman, but I don't do it. I'm also looking for things to put in here. I kind of want to put candy in here. I think it'd be kind of cool to have candy, and then when a student does something good, they get to take a piece of candy out. But I don't know, it might just mean that while I'm in here, because I'm gonna spend the most time in here, I'll be just eating candy. Adios mio, tengo mucho hambre. If you don't speak Spanish, and if you do speak Spanish and you didn't understand a word I was saying I'm super hungry. But I got back from Spanish, and I think I'm gonna start a segment called Pet Peeves of the Day. Hey, look, there's the office. Seth, was that your little gremlin laugh? So, okay, pet peeve number 1, people who get into your lane without a blinker. Especially when they're like right in front of you. No, I mean, like, I don't mind if you need to get over so you can turn, but if you're not letting anyone know behind you that you're turning, you're gonna cause a wreck.
Oh boy.
And the fact that every time I get out of class, for some reason, right in front of our house, like right where I go to turn in, that's where traffic gets the craziest. But there's like no restaurants there, there's no reason for it to be crazy. Also, I really hate university parking because you have to park on the very, very, very top floor, which is floor 8 and 9, if you don't have a Harmon pass, which is like an $800 pass for a year of parking. But when you're a part-time student, it's kind of a waste of money to spend $800 on parking that you'll probably spend maybe $200 overall on just paying the meter. But they're super extra, the parking meter ladies. They're super extra in the summer, and they gave me a ticket for parking on one of the many, many floors with no cars in it. That's the end of pet peeves of the day. It's probably not the best. I'm supposed to be spreading positivity and all that, but I'm done with that. I'm gonna eat. And then I'm going to prepare for, I have a quiz tomorrow, and then I have to do some homework. Guys, school's hard, and I'm out of breath for some reason. I think whenever I talk about pet peeves, I get way too, like, my heart starts to race. and then I can't breathe anymore, or I'm just super out of shape because I haven't been able to work out for like 6 months to a year. Oh, we were watching Friends last night, and so Ross and Monica's cousin, so she always like swooshes her hair back and forth, and knowing how long hair feels, and hers looks much thicker than mine, I'm surprised she didn't like strain her neck doing it for that show. She might have, but I kind of want to do that with the bun that's half gone right now. She wants to make sure I'm okay. Were you mesmerized by me? Little fact for those of you thinking about getting bangs. About 10% of the time it works really well for you, but the rest of the time, like 90%, they look like you've been sweating or on a boat all day. So one thing I have to do every day that I have a lesson is clean my house, which you would think I could just keep it clean, but between my husband and my dog, there's just things that just like are all over the house. But what I am holding is definitely mine. My shoes and my camera stuff. So I guess I'm part of the problem. And admitting it is the first step. I'm gonna use this time with making my face up with makeup to be more of like a rapid fire Q&A of what's been going on in my life. That was really bad, I'm sorry. So yeah, for those of you who were watching vlogs before I stopped, I was working at a bakery. It's literally 2 minutes from our house now. We used to live in an apartment, but we moved to a house, which you probably saw on the Christmas one. That was like the last one I did since 2018. And then whenever this one goes up, there will be another. Did you hear my voice crack? There will be another vlog up from this year and more recently. But yeah, basically I was, I'm gonna take my glasses off while I talk. Charlie's gonna come over and be the camera woman. Women can be camera women too. Remember that. You can do anything. Anyway, so I was working at a bakery for almost 2 years, and it was a really good job. I loved it. It was fun, and I loved the people I worked with, and the whole environment of the bakery was just really good. But I was starting to have, I have been having back problems since I moved. It was bad when we were living in the apartment about 2 years ago, but it got worse when we were correcting it. So yeah, I had to really reevaluate some things about my goals and why I was doing this, because the ultimate thing, the reason I was working at Rick's was because I needed to make some money for our family, and I wanted to do something fun and creative, and just be able to hang out with people and get to work on my people skills. But it was becoming more and more of a problem for my back, and it wasn't even something I thought about until I felt like God was like, hey, it's time for you to quit your job. And I was like, what? People are gonna think I'm lazy. And I'm like, why? If that's the only reason why I'm not quitting is because what people think, that's not healthy. And my doctor had told me if I kept working there, I was just making my back worse because I kept doing stuff that was harming me. And so all signs pointed to quitting, but it was just so hard to leave because I love that place, and it's still like a second home to me, and the people there were so supportive. So yeah, I started my own business, and I just on a whim was like, I'm gonna put my profile out for vocal lessons, piano lessons, guitar lessons, because I spent, 10, 20 years of 20 years, I'm 21. I started when I was 1. I spent at least 10 years into honing my craft and spending money of my own to learn how to do that. And so I have the skills necessary to be a teacher, and I was kind of groomed into teaching because I was actually working at the bakery as an instructor for cake decorating, which wasn't even like my art. I don't do cake decorating. I was just taught what was necessary in order to do it. So it was encouraging because I literally went just like a step into who I already am with the skill that I learned from this job. So anyway, I'm super excited for this new chapter. It's still terrifying because I quit my job with no clients. I just felt God was asking me to trust him. So we went on vacation in that week that I quit, and I gave my boss like 2 months notice. She had time to find somebody else, but yeah, I gave him 2 months notice, and then I went on vacation, and I was like, okay, this is like the first real time that I'm going into being unemployed for a minute. And I was just like, okay, God, if you can just like give me 10 clients overnight, that would be great. But he just like started showing me that he's faithful, but he's not gonna do it overnight, and he's not gonna do it just like in an instant with 10,000 people wanting to be a part of this. He's faithful in the small steps, in the baby steps. And so when we got home, I had one client, like already. She found me randomly online. They're moving from California to Bentonville, which is only 30 minutes from here. And she just said she felt like I'm who God put in her path in order for her daughter to continue leading or learning worship and learning how to sing and how to play piano. And so it's like the ideal client of mine. I love like working with young girls and empowering them and making them feel like this is their purpose, and teaching them how to have some confidence. I now have 3 clients and 1 eye done, and my husband's home. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Seth still works at the hospital, and we both still go to school, and we'll be done in about a year. That's the end of story time. So I'm getting ready for the concert, and I really think I have a problem, like an addiction. I have like 10 pairs of overalls. So because we're in Fayetteville and I can get away with weird combinations, I think I'm gonna actually wear this. I think this is very weird, but it's super comfortable, and again, I care more about comfort than anything else. We're on our way, well actually we're on our way to drop her off at grandparents and go get some free food for dinner. Typically we do family night on Thursday nights, but we got prior engagements. I also found this hat, so that just like kind of made my night already. He's super excited. I love you.
I love you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
There's a mirror
Safety
that
first, guys.
I have to see. She's hot.
She's hot. How do you know?
Sit in front of the...
Oh, that's what she's doing. She's sitting in front of the AC. Oh, she's cute. But yeah, my lesson went really good. That's my first client, so it's kind of really exciting to have somebody pay me to teach them something that I've known for a pretty long time. It's taken some time to get like used to it, but I think I'm getting a hang of it. So if you know anyone, I can teach you guys how to play piano or guitar or vocals.
Play the vocals.
Play the vocals. This is Charlie's cousin. His name is Finn. He's a corgi. Is he 12 weeks old?
11.
He's 11 weeks old, and he thinks he is her size.
Oh yeah. Actually, he thinks he's bigger.
Yeah. And she just pushes him over and he rolls like a little roly-poly.
Hey, watch the teeth.
Actually, we have to separate them because Finn's too mean typically. Charlie likes to put her paws on him, like to hold him down.
Right.
And he's gonna, they're both gonna pull on the camera. Oh, interference. He's gonna start chewing on the bottom of my...
and pet him and touch him.
Typical siblings of sorts.
Hi, Finn. Hi. Hi, buddy.
Oh, you can't have it. You can't have that. This is the longest line ever, but I'm not surprised. Florida Georgia Line and Dan and Shay, come on. We have another set of tickets for Thomas Rhett at the end of the summer here. I think we should probably leave a little earlier.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the doors opened at 6, but I might be wrong. It might have been 6:30 and they're just now opening the doors, but since when you get lawn seats at the amp, it's kind of like first come first serve, and we might end up at a really crappy place. The back isn't even crappy, it's the sides. That's the crappy part. I should probably stop saying the word crappy. They're like influenced children watching. Sorry children. Stay in school, don't do drugs. Be a leader, I don't know. But yeah, we'll get there eventually. We'll get there at probably 8:30.
It'll be before that.
Yeah. I feel so awkward. There's someone who just like watched me with the vlog camera up. I'm like, yeah, I'm conceited. Whatever. We're home.
We made it.
Almost 11 o'clock already.
It's 11 o'clock. It is 11:02.
Oh man, I'm tired. I have to put on my back brace because that hill, it wasn't that drastic of a hill.
My arm's tired.
Okay. My, that hill that we were on, we were in the lawn.
It's just awkward to stand on.
Yeah, awkward for most. It was
Because your
torture for me.
feet were like pointing
down,
like you were standing on your tippy toes, but you weren't. It was just not good.
but it was good. When Florida Georgia Line got on, it was like by the time Florida Georgia Line got on, I was tired and my back hurt, and so I think that kind of affected my viewing pleasure.
I would agree.
But he had fun, and
I did.
he just got his hair stuck in his beard. My hair stuck in his beard.
Happens.
And I kind of felt like by the time we left, there's like pop rocks in my ears, but I'm not like one of those old women who don't like not old.
Just doesn't help that you were tired because you didn't sleep well last night.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was a good night and we had fun and we went and got Andy's custard afterward.
Yeah.
Which was really fun. And Charlie got to go hang out with her cousin Finn.
Didn't you, Charlie?
And then went on a walk and went and hung out with another neighborhood dog at my mom's neighborhood. And so she's just as tired as we are, I think. Hopefully.
She's not acting like it right now, but
we're gonna go to sleep because I'm exhausted. And I got an 8 a.m. meeting on the phone, which is gonna mean I need to get up early enough to not have
is it a
like tired voice.
regular call or face call?
Oh, it's a regular call.
That's good.
You know I'll be wearing my pajamas.
Well, I didn't know because it could have been, you know. There you are. Hi.
Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the party.
Charlie, you wanna say goodnight?
Good night, Charlie.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back every week. I want to say Fridays at 7 o'clock. And
That's a good time, I think.
I think that's a good time. Every week there's a new vlog and you know it's going to be at 7 o'clock every night. I'll probably post it on my bio on the YouTube channel.
Yeesh.
So yeah, if you want to stay updated with what we're doing, what my music's doing, what Charlie's doing, like and subscribe and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye! Alright.
Burped and she farted at the same time.